counter here to not block so much wind, but I'm going to see if I can catch it. This will hopefully catch more of the wind that's coming this direction. Wait for Rachel to get on channel. So I am building 4-foot casting leaders right now. Let's see, get back over here. All right. What's up, Ray, John, Glenn? No, I don't, Glenn, but check out Porte Outfitters and Port Aransas. That would probably be your best bet. I know they carry a large selection of Penn and Shimano's. Luciano, Slime Time. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? So, see if this works. I cooled off the phone and restarted the video, so hopefully this will work. We'll see here pretty soon. Let's see. Yep. So who's planning to go fishing this weekend? I don't know if I'll be able to make the Great Escape. We got a bunch of weights pending for breakaway tackle. I made the deliveries to Causeway Pier and the bait bucket yesterday. So also too, guys, when you are there at those shops, if there's gear that you know I have that you would like them to carry, let them know. Speak to, talk to the managers, let them know about it. If you had bait bucket, ask for Janie and let her know what gear you want there and stuff like that. So that way it makes it easier, because I know sometimes they're open later than we are, so that will help. And they're also open earlier than we are, so I know that definitely will help. So, yeah. Oh, we gotta go to a wedding. Is it family or friends getting married? Let's see. Yeah, no, we were kind of talking about the desal plan and how the city manager and everything else is just crazy. Uh, Peter Zanoni, the mayor, Paulette, and the other guy, I keep forgetting his name, and Rachel just said his name too, are just wrecking our city. It is crazy, crazy. Oh, wow, it's a 50th wedding anniversary. Wow, that is awesome. That is pretty awesome. I pray everything goes good, boss. That's a great celebration right there of life right there. So, uh, now we're definitely, like I said, trying to keep track of this. I don't understand how uh, the EPA got involved with one of the or both of the desal plants that got turned down, yet they're not involved in this one. So I did make a call to find out some more information, but I got sidetracked with a bunch of other stuff that I had going here at the shop, so I have not been able to call them back. But definitely want to get on that and see what I can find out about it and stuff. So I was also trying to set up a fishing trip with the fishing or the I got so many thoughts running through my head right now, guys. I'm sorry. The hatchery, the hatchery for the reds and drum or reds, trout, the flounder and stuff like that to take veterans out there and stuff like that. They were supposed to call me back last week, and I've been so busy I have not been able to call them back. I was supposed to do that Tuesday, and it's now Friday, and I have not been able to sit down and get that done. It's been crazy. I'm trying to clear my desk off. started building a whole bunch of leaders for our shelf over here because we were running out of certain colors and stuff like that. I don't like not having all the colors readily available, so I get to. So we'll see. I want to go fishing tomorrow afternoon. My daughter graduation to be at and nephews. Wow, a lot of graduations. Well, congratulations to those for class of 2025. Definitely, definitely want to keep that going. Also, too, if you want to keep your prayers going out to Jacob and his family. His wife was in the ER yesterday and stuff like that, and uh, just want to remind you to keep them in our prayers for sure. So. Uh, kind of getting text messages of other things and stuff like that, but definitely want to keep it going. I will be live later on this afternoon for the fire drawing, but this is something that we needed to come live earlier and talk about. Tomorrow, I will be having another guest speaker on the channel as well to give us more insight to what he knows about the desal plants. And this guy is really, really, really uh, versed in the decel plants and what they have to offer and how they can hurt us and or help us. So this will be a great phone call or a great video to check out tomorrow, guys. Um, Waiting for Rachel to get back on because she's been on the forefront of this whole deal, and it's truly a debacle, man. The city manager and the mayor and a few of the other guys that are on there are really selling us out here in the city of Corpus Christi. And what's worse is the news media is quiet, like they're not putting the information out there that is needed to be told, and keeping everybody informed. Yet I see a deal up there, and again the false narrative, of the stage one, or the water restrictions that's going on, preserved waters, this and that. And they're telling all of us, but they're not holding industry accountable for the amount of water that they're using and stuff. And again, too, that is putting us in a really, really bad place. So, uh, yep, and already got a payment for Dusty for a fire drawing tonight. I'll go and get that written down so we can get that sorted. Go and get it. If y'all want to get in it, because y'all can be on the live later, by all means, you can send your funds through. I'll definitely not say no. Today is 5/23, we got Dustin. Got 30 on there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Our deepest condolences to you. Prayers going out. Fun time. I've seen quite a few of that this week. A lot of people just, I don't know. That sucks. Yeah. We, all right, man. I don't even know how to put that. It's just I've seen a lot of that. Um, Probably about 4 or 5 people within the community that I know. Friends through subscribers and or on Facebook and stuff like that, just posting up that aunts, uncles, grandfathers, and stuff like that have passed away and stuff. So it's never easy, boss. But definitely keep y'all in our prayer. Oh, that's a good question, John. I have never used fish bites for halibut, but if anybody can answer that question, please share. That would be awesome to know. So, I was seeing something about uh, best way to put this. Have y'all seen the video where the bus full of kids disappears and the driver's still there? Or the other video where people are at an airport and they just disappear while in the airport? And again, too, I don't know. It's crazy not to. I mean, there's so much that we really don't know about this world and the next, but we do, by keeping our faith strong, we know we are definitely going to be on it one way or another. So, uh, oh wow. Well, I got a rod in the other day, and I haven't shown y'all videos of it yet. But what I'm doing right now is I'm crimping the monofilament. I've crimped these already, but those are the ones I need to crimp. This is the top section for the 4-foot casting shark leaders, and also bull reds as well. So, mm, yeah, I was doing fine in the last video. Then all of a sudden, this one I started up, it's going good, and I start yawning and yawning and yawning. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to drink some coffee. That mushroom coffee that I've been drinking. So, here it is. I mean, has anybody ever used the fish bites to catch halibut? I'm just wondering. I saw that question by John. I'm interested. That'd be something different to know. Let's see. My one of my brothers from the Marine Corps, Brian Joseph, uh, Brian Patrick Joseph. I call him Pumbaa. Uh, he's actually he's a lieutenant within the fire department where he lives at and stuff like that. So he's been in probably I say about the same about the same amount of time. So hoping Rachel can get back on here to share some info. Mhm. Um, but from what I understand, the EPA was involved in the desal plant deal here in Corpus. However, and all right, we're back. I think
We're
we're good
back.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was kind of telling them that from correct me if I'm wrong if I state anything incorrectly, but from what I understand, the EPA was involved with the desal plant here in Corpus, but that Paulette, the mayor Paulette, and uh, the city manager. God, I went brain dead with all these names. I started yawning and I lost track of everything. But that they went up to Washington D.C. and basically lobbied to keep the EPA out of it or to silence them. Do you know anything about that?
I haven't heard any of that. They actually got the EPA stamp of approval for the Inner Harbor location.
How is that
So,
if the other location was denied and the Port A one is denied by the EPA
mhm,
and that's the biggest one is like that one was the near like if I was going to think one would kind of be successful, it would have been that one because it's right there by that huge jetty.
mhm.
I mean, I would think, but again, too, I wouldn't want it there. I would want the water to or the brine to be um, put offshore, sent offshore, and so from what I understand, it got denied for the to be released right there, but they got approved to send the water offshore. So they're talking at a mile out or further, something like that, to send it. But I
For
again
that's
haven't
Harbor
heard.
Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So they know they. I mean, the I think that what's getting a little bit confused is that there was a lady on a board who approved the financing, the initial financing. It's called the SWIFT loan for the city. And then she got appointed by Avet to be chair of TCEQ. Remember our buddies TCEQ?
Yeah.
And so she's the one that's helping them, which she should recuse.
Oh, maybe she got a phone call.
No, it's the internet, I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my phone on do not disturb. And she is refusing to recuse herself because it's a conflict of interest, because it benefits her to see this all the way through so she can pat herself on the back and give herself accolades for this, you know, what they keep calling a major accomplishment with this stupid desal plant.
But okay,
I
so
don't know. Huh?
uh, to clarify a little bit, because I'm a little lost here. She's the one from our Corpus Christi area, or from the Port A area?
No, she's part of the government. So she was on, I can't remember which thing she was on first, but then she got Abbott. I can try to find it. Abbott tried to transfer her to, Abbott transferred her to the TCEQ. And so she's now working hand in hand with the city, which we all think is a conflict of interest because it benefits her to see this all the way through.
And that's for the city of Corpus Christi.
Yes.
So that's why all of our complaints got denied, because she's part of it. Like, wow. That does bring to light a lot of things right there, because
Oh yeah. It's gnarly. And people are just like, doo doo doo, it doesn't matter, doo doo doo. I'm like, oh, if you guys only knew what was really going on.
that is crazy. Wow. Man, man, that has me lost so bad right there, because they know they've already got both the La Quinta and the one in Port A. Both of
Harbor
those got
Island.
denied by the EPA,
Hmm.
but the EPA is totally quiet on this one for our inner harbor. I don't know. That's where I don't understand. Now I did on, was it Monday or Tuesday? I found the number for the EPA just so I can do a video calling them and asking them why they have recused themselves from helping us out on this, knowing
Hmm.
that it's going to harm the environment beyond crazy. But while I was sitting there, it wasn't giving me a phone number, but it did give me a phone number saying that if you have an immediate kind of emergency about this, that they have another number that is supposed to be the guys above the EPA.
Hmm.
So I got that number, but I just have not been able to call. Uh, I want to give them a call and be like, hey, man, why isn't the EPA not doing their job?
They
Just,
haven't
I
been
don't,
for a pretty long time, just FYI.
yeah. But, oh my gosh. So, with that being said, that the Port A one is denied, I just saw a video right now that
Well, and
Peter
the
Zanoni,
city keeps pushing the Inner Harbor one, but they don't even have a discharge permit. They don't even have a discharge permit yet.
and even then, the discharge permit includes to have 3 million gallons of sludge, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
How are they going to be allowed to pollute the water where all these marine organisms live, and many of them are on protected species lists? How are they even getting away with it? Like, I don't understand how Texas Parks and Wildlife isn't up in arms, how the CCA isn't up in arms, how all these programs that say they're there to protect the environment, yet they're pretty much silent.
Hmm. Yep. It's craziness, to say the least. Let's see, what else? So, but that thing, that the thing about the port stepping out of the harbor island and saying, okay, we're gonna just take all this, we're starting over from scratch, and we're gonna take this out into the Gulf, was a huge win for us as avid fisher people. Though we have to now get involved in the fight to make sure that that is at least 5-10 miles out, because if they put it like a mile out, same shit. So we need to make sure that they take that way out. So we have the desal that's coming to the area. We have this SB 2188 and House Bill 4660. And what was the one other thing that we were talking about?
How you doing, boss? Oh man, hey, it's been a while. How you been?
Saw your interview the other day. I was like, I gotta go visit this guy. I got
Yeah. Live on my channel talking about desal and the House bill and Senate bills that they're trying to push through on us to take away our beaches and destroy our bays. So.
you. Yeah. I was like, been a while.
Yeah.
Seems like doing pretty good, I guess, right?
Yeah, we're hanging in there, bud.
But I'm gonna put in the comments, y'all,
Yeah.
so that way if you can please email these mofos or call them. Because we're down to the last week for these bills, and it sounds like they're catching grief. So we just have to stay on them, unfortunately.
Yeah. I did put on the community page here that last email that I got from the Keep Our Beaches Open email. I copied and posted all of that on the community page here so that, yeah, the protect my beach access or protect beach access. Um, I put that information all in there so that way y'all pretty much just have to copy and paste and then put your complaint in there. Let them know that that we know what's going on. You know, they're not going to just take our beaches. And one of the biggest things that I saw the other day was how they were the Iron Dome. Y'all know about what Trump is doing, right? With the Iron Dome, that they're going to basically create a missile defense system to protect the United States. So again, I think this is going hand in hand with this program with Musk and doing all those towns that are small like that to basically make those areas a area where they could probably launch, anti or this may be far fetched. I may be just thinking too far ahead, but you couldn't put it. I wouldn't put it past it. Now they have all these towns that they can close at any given time if this bill passes.
Right.
Hold on. Hello. Hello. We'd like to talk to you about your extended truck warranty.
Oh, Malanta.
Oh man. So yeah, no, definitely. And I know we were on track, but the video going down kind of shot us there in the foot. So, you got any information? Oh, what were y'all? Well, what can you discuss about the what y'all learned at that water deal that meeting the other day?
Do you mean, we're us trying to fire Peter Zanoni?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, there's a group of community members that are basically trying to force the hand of our city council to fire Peter Zanoni for multiple failures of doing his job.
Not doing his job.
Not doing his job. Yep.
Yeah.
Failing to do his job. Yep. So that started on Wednesday. I'm going to be sending, I got to wait for this beach bill situation to get squashed. That's my priority. And then I'm going to hit the ground running to start campaigning to make sure that the city his contract is not renewed and he is terminated.
How can we help right now, off the top of your head? How can we get this fire lit? That way, by the time it gets to that point, there's enough fires going that they won't be able to put them all out at the same time.
Here's the thing that, these politicians, they don't want to talk to us in person. They don't want us doing any of that stuff, right? Our biggest thing is making phone calls and emailing them and letting them know we're watching. We're not participating, but we're freaking watching. And so how we get help, people like me and you, how the rest of the community can help us is just by emailing and calling these guys and be like, hey, we're not showing up to meetings because we work, but we're done. We're done with y'all shenanigans.
Yeah.
And that's how they can help. That's how they can help.
So, I don't know if it's too much to ask now, but is there any way you can get a list or an email list of what we can do or who we can call in that meantime, so we can just keep bugging the hell out of them? Because
Yes.
obviously that's the only way that these guys are going to listen. They're going to get tired of us nagging and nagging and nagging for things to change.
I already have the email list. Where do you want me to put it? It's because
Actually,
it's not YouTube's not gonna let me do it and it's too long.
no, no, it won't. Just email it to me or through the Protect My Beaches Act deal. And then
Okay.
that way I can copy and paste it over to everybody, so everybody else here can keep up with that and start sharing it as well. Because everybody that I'm talking to, they kind of are catching on to what's going on with the desal plant. But again, too, we need to find a way to stop this. Do everything. I mean, get rid of Peter Zanoni, and also too, who's that other one besides the mayor and
Roland
uh,
Barrera and
Roland
Mark
and
Scott.
another
Mark
Mark
Scott.
Scott, and there's another one.
Everett Roy.
Okay, and that's still not
uh,
the name I'm looking for, but yes, those and uh,
Carolyn Vaughn.
that's one. No, he was with Peter Zanoni when they were doing that interview.
Drew Molly.
Drew Molly, yes, he's the one. He's the one who's always trying to raise money and all of that to help them do what they want to do. So he's one of the major ones we definitely got to get rid of. On this, when is it next year that we can vote him out of office?
Yes.
So yeah, now yeah, those are the names we need to really see, and that's the thing too. Like, do we keep posting their names up, or because people are going to remember them to not vote for them, or are they going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, were we supposed to vote for these guys? Because I'll be honest, I when I got up there, I forgot like who the hell was I supposed to not vote for?
Yeah.
But you know, um,
Well, and then there's people that spend a lot of money to hand out vote for this person because they're paid political consultants. And
yeah,
so what we need to do come election time is do the same thing, but make sure that it is make sure that we say these are the people that voted in favor of Zanoni's raise. These are the people that voted are voting in favor of the community paying for desal. These are the people that want to destroy our Corpus Christi Bay. And we're going to have to do that come 2026.
yeah. Well, the good thing is now this is something that we didn't do the years before. Is what we're doing now is putting it out there who's voting for what instead of letting the news media control the narrative. Right now they're
Hmm.
controlling the narrative with that, but again too, I truly feel if we continue the way we're going, we will have a shot at finally doing some real change. But again, too, we've got to get all the community involved on it as well.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, boss. You have a good one, man. Sorry, I got to get this done because I'm trying to go have lunch too. So later, bro. Uh, yeah, no, I ain't seen a buddy of mine in years, but yeah.
I'm gonna have
Uh,
to jump off because I have work, but I will bug you guys later. So thanks everybody. I'll send you
thank
that
you,
email,
thank you.
Albert. Okay.
Roger that, Rachel.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
very much. You have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys. So glad to hear someone else mention Aaron Dome. A lot of stuff on our grounds and in our skies. Yes. Again, too, guys, the major thing that Rachel is fighting is the House bill and the Senate bill. That there's more information on my channel on the community portion that is going to get y'all that information to let y'all know, because what they're trying to do is they're doing it. And you know, and I know, if you have ever signed a contract, it's the fine print that they get you with. And they always get you with the fine print. And that's what these Senate bills have, is fine print saying any city within the tide zone of the Gulf of America that has less than 250,000, people living in it, they get to close down their beaches due to um, space space travel or space uh, anything. You know what I mean? So again, guys, it is very, very important for you to go to those emails and voice your complaints about it, because if not, they're going to take our beaches, guys. This is how they're going to legally close our beaches, and we have no say so about it. Right here is the stepping stone that they need. They need this to happen, and if they don't, then it's a bigger fight, obviously, for them and for us. If we can get them to drop these bills, then we have a fighting chance at keeping our beaches. I definitely don't want to be like Florida, and that's a major thing too. Uh, we've got to stand united on this, as well as the information. Once she passes me the info about Peter Zanoni to remove him as a city manager, because obviously he has not been doing his job. If the city waterworks is getting sued, which means we're getting sued, the taxpayers are getting sued for their failure to do their jobs and manage the city the way it needs to be ran and what needs to be done in that time it needs to happen, so we don't lose money. We're wasting money on these fines. And this is crazy for the EPA to sue them for this, but they're staying quiet about the water desal deal. Now, it got me thinking, why are they staying quiet? Do they intend on coming back later and then suing us after it's already built and we have had to come out of pocket to fix all of this? And then will it become something else that, okay, since it's already built, then we'll just build a pipeline to send it offshore? And again, that is all on us. This is crazy money. Right now, us as taxpayers cannot afford. If it's not going to help us in any way, shape, or form for our current water situation and drought conditions. This is very important, guys. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's a lot of information, guys, and we definitely got a clean house. Oscar is completely right on that. I'm going to finish up these last bit of leaders here, but I am going to have to run. I've got a small appointment. Go get some lunch with my wife and my grandson. It'll be the first time I have lunch with my grandson, so I'm kind of excited. But again, guys, I will be live later on this afternoon. Um, we've got fire drawing for today, which has already started. Dusty already sent in $30 for today's fire drawing. We also have. Ooh, we did get it, right? Hold on. No, we didn't. I thought we had somebody that we got over the $500 mark, but we didn't. Remember, when we get over $500 on the fire drawings, we get to draw names out of the second chance box to give them a spot at it and stuff like that. The company SpaceX has requested more control over these closures, particularly as it plans to increase the frequency of launches. This all seems strange. It's not strange. This is how they're getting their oceanfront property that they want. This is part of the whole system of also shutting down Padre Island National Seashore, which means we're going to lose that 60-mile stretch of beach, as well as all those cities along the Gulf Coast. Port A, Aransas Pass, Matagorda. I mean, there's there's a whole bunch of places, and there's the maps. I've already put the maps on there of the cities or towns that are in those areas that do not have enough people to not fall under the fine print of those House bill and the Senate bills, guys. This is really important for y'all. Again, we got 1 week to blow up their emails, and every day just refresh it, resend your complaint. Because again, pass the word to people who also don't know about what's going on, because this is the only way we're going to get it to stop. Um, Pretty crazy, guys. Pretty crazy. I did see the other night, get where we were at, but I was looking up and I finally saw those, the, all the, satellites or whatever for Elon's deal where they were all came in line and they up and disappeared in one spot or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know how that works out there, but it is interesting. But again, too, it's not at the cost of us losing our beaches and then it all become privatized land like it is in Florida, guys. I'm not down for that. I want to still be able to take my kids and my grandkids out there beach fishing, and be able to stay the weekend without having to worry. Oh, they're going to do a launch, so now we got to leave the beach or get hit with misdemeanor or Class A charges as well. You know, when they tell you the first time to leave and you don't leave, they will get you with an upgraded model or an upgraded charge, guys. These are all beaches that we have fought for, people have fought for before us, and cannot lose it now. So again, guys, I just finished off my last 3 liters that I needed before I could take my little lunch. But I will be live later on this afternoon. As soon as Rachel sends me that info, I will post it up on the community page so we can get Peter Zanoni removed out of the city manager position, guys. But there you go. Those are all the 4-foot shark leaders right there in a dark blue. Very nice. Now time to go hang them. All right, guys. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later.